be one stopping.
Right, just let me know if you can streaming has it's come back on. Just refresh it. Indeed, we are back. Apologies for that, viewers. Obviously, we've had a few disconnects. I think it's all down to the fact that the Living Dead had election, and it's affecting everybody. Not just myself, but it affected just like Senna, who was also unfortunately disconnected. So we had 11 runners and runners. Then you see on the screen that both Ferrari drivers do have penalties. For whatever reason, we do not know. But let's get back out on there for hopefully. Not GN Void the moment McLaren is starts in on the prime, so he will be quicker towards the end. Watch him, it's better to watch out for him later on in the race. In P2 we have Jambo, who is now on the podium as he recently just made and will have the net lead. What?
And I've got some bad news for you, Bobbits. Weekly Nave has just got 5
well, looks like you've beaten me once again, Chris, but there's still another 18 laps to go. Anything can happen. I think Cupid has made a mistake on that previous lap. He really seems to be struggling.
Also, I did put a question out for you guys on the stream while Bobbits had a malfunction. I put, seeing as we did have that scheduled break, whose unscheduled break, sorry, I did put on the thing, don't worry. Whose do you think will be driving the second Caterham for this weekend at the finale in Abu Dhabi? Clubs has put probably the most likely answer and said
the Stig. Well, that wouldn't exactly be a bad thing if it was the Stig, but I wouldn't really put any money on that.
So, but at least he wouldn't.
Very true. As I've just seen the Living Dead pick up the ball and actually come. So actually he seems to be running up at the front, and so the other person who's made a pit stop is actually towards the front is Jambo. And struggling. He's even made a pit stop. Yeah, and he's still on option tyres, clearly going for a stop, but it's just not going to work. As Tom65 is coming under threat from his teammate Ryan, who has pitted, coming to the final corner. Tom brakes so much late, and that's why, because he's gone into the box. Typical.
And Flame Dragon, after that first quarter incident, he's now up into P9.
Indeed, well, the guys in front of him are it's now P7 of LGS, and he's got the DRS on the back of Weekly Nest, so this is P6. LGS didn't just quite have enough straight line speed and enough of the slipstream. The move on Weekly Nest, he's got much better traction. He's having a look at which means that Weekly Nest will have the inside line towards into turn 4, but LGS will have. He does attempt for the cutback, but Weekly Nest just holds his own. He managed to hang on to that P6 for now. LGS having a look at an exit at turn 7 there. Just out to back. Weekly Nest trying to come back through 8 and. Still not managed to make through LGS being held up by another driver on a different strategy, like he did last week at Melbourne. It was the Living Dead last week. It's Weekly Nest this week. As Dizzy Cupid is at the stake, he's now down into P5, and his tyres seem to have just completely gone. We probably expect him to box in this lap, but that means that Weekly Nest will have the DRS on the back of him. That could be his saving grace as they're coming down towards the. He's hit the back of him. Weekly Nest has hit the back of Dizzy Cupid. So that's put LGS up ahead of him. Don't know if that was meant to have happened, but Dizzy Cupid now goes in the box, and I think he's going to be a little bit angry underneath. He does have the DRS coming down towards into turn 1, but he's not going to have. He didn't get as much better traction compared to LGS on the prime tyres. So.
Also, XGN Voids has also.
Indeed, he is. Has now got on board with P2 and 3 here. The Living Dead in P3. On the back of the Ferrari, I believe, is Ryan. I think the Living Dead hasn't pitted yet, so I think he may have just made a move on him there for that P2, and he's going to try his hardest to catch up to Jambo. But Jambo's about a 10-second lead at the moment. Streaking away going through this middle sector. Obviously the fresher prime tires giving him the better traction, and the Living Dead can't respond to it, so I'm going to go back in from P2 and P3. LGS, as I said, is up into P4 after Voids has made his pit stop weak. Up into P5 in peace. Flame Dragon, so Flame Dragon is recovering well, but he does need to run the prime Chris mentioned earlier on. There's a good battle going on for P7. It's Rise who's just been overtaken on the inside, I believe.
That is Void.
It is indeed. Void's on the option tyres. He's only one drive, but it does mean we'll have the DRS on the back straight and potentially down towards turn. Void clips the ball out slightly there, loses traction, and box as they come towards the final corner.
Is he going to let them
move? Because he's got to think smart here. I think Void has realised about the double DRS here, and I think Void is going to have the DRS as they come down to turn 1, and indeed he does. So he can just simply take that position straight back, pulls to the outside. There you go. As simple as that.
This track is probably one of the stupidest DRS zones you'll ever have. They try and make that more racing by having more DRS zones, but it's basically like
it's similar to Montreal
as well, because
you've got the same thing there where you've got the two
DRS
zones, one another, but the difference there being is that it's a slightly short, yes, and it's just main straight.
Only one driver gets it. I wouldn't mind if it was just like a single detection zone and then double DRS, because that would make more overtaking. But the fact that you get two different DRS detection points is kind of like, well, here you go. You can
indeed, yeah, so it's a little bit of a strange one. With Tom 625, 10 in the Ferrari, he's got actually a of the prime tiers, which is a little bizarre because it is easy to do a two-stop here with two prime stints.
So trying something
different, but the prime tyres are so much slower in this game. It's not even think about doing more prime stints. But he's crunching up to the back of the Williams of a Scassin not
particularly good race
down in P9, but then again you could say the same thing about Tom in P10, and he's got the DRS. He doesn't move into the final corner, realising that he will have the second opportunity.
Turn 1 and there you go.
DRS. The flap is open, he's into the slipstream of the Scassin, and he'll pull to the outside. Oh, we've now lost another driver, we've lost Dizzy Cupid. As the move in.
I'd want to speak to him about that, because it does seem that maybe it wasn't just a simple lag out. I know we've had lag outs before, but after all the stuff that's happened to him,
I'm not going to
question it as a
Scassi is trying to move back again on Tom 65, but cuts the corner slightly, gets poor traction, and he's moved down to 10. So we've only got 10 runners and riders this race, guys. We are halfway through this race, and Jambo has a huge lead. Look at the lap time he's said he's setting 38.4 as his fastest lap. Don't know whether that was on his things on the option or if it was on these prime tyres, but Jambo is absolutely flying. He's pretty much got that whole back straight to himself.
LGS is also flying. LGS is also flying.
Probably going for a one-stop here. But LGS on the options, he's going to move into the inside, but not really what he wanted to do, because he does give them dead the DRS, and he does. They come down towards turn 1. LGS gets slightly better traction. Don't know if that's going to make a difference, but the Living Dead has got the stream. He has the DRS flap on. LGS defends to the middle, but already made his move in towards the inside. Does he get the car stopped? He just about gets it stopped, but LGS taking the cutting line on the outside, has the inside for turn 2, and great defensive move there from Lee. That's absolutely fantastic. He needed to keep that space
and he manages
to do so. Lee keeps his way up into P3 as behind them. The second Mercedes of Wheatley Nick, the sister Red Bull of, I believe, is that Flame Dragons.
So Flame Dragons were
back into
6th place
now. He's clearly got pace after that incident on the first, but he can't really be struggling for a podium yet. Because all the guys in front of him are still going to have to make pit stops on the same strategy as LGS, going for the 2 options and prime stint for the end, whereas Weekly Nerf will have the option tyres towards the end, so he could get a pretender cut on Weekly Nerf, but obviously that will compromise him coming to the last stint, so this will make it towards the end of the race. If there is anybody actually still watching, if you can be bothered to watch, send your messages into my XRL or to Chris's new gamer tag. Oh, Chris, here's a question actually. Have you actually put that link on the chat box you said you were going to do? Not yet. Well, as the Living Dead has gone into the ball, so that's as has LGS. So Nathan Flame Dragon, both of them actually still have the DRS. So Flame Dragon, even though he's going to have the slipstream, he's probably not really quite close enough towards turn 1. Have a look. He is having a look, but Weekly Nerf just about hangs on to turn 1. A little bit of a nudge for him. Trying to get back through turns, get better traction to head down towards turn 4 because he just got too much wheel spin there, and Weekly Nerf just pulls away.
And we've got 2 very, very angry drivers on Twitch at the minute. Dizzy Cupid lagged out. He says he's so done. First his wheel, and now his Xbox freezes, with a few expletives in there as well. And also, just like Senna, there will be a strongly worded letter
onto the horse. Then it was down to his actual broadband and router itself, which is not great to hear. But
you were doing
well. Both of you were doing
well
in that race. It's just it's happened, but I'm on board with the Living Dead. He's got a Scassin right behind him, so Living Dead is actually only into
tyres.
And I wonder if he'll pit again. Could he try, or is he going to
do another
pick on these option tyres and get
the most out
of them? Well, it seems that there is a little lull in the action. There is a potential battle going on for P4. I'm just going to look at the fastest lap times. And surprisingly, it's not Jambo who's the fastest lap, and at the moment, it's XG and Voids on a 30.1. Yes, and Voids is on the option tyres compared to is now on the prime. Voids, obviously, because he does have to use yet, will have another
pit stop
to do, but he's now made his way up into P4. Starting to close in on the back of the Mercedes of Mercedes running 1 and 3 at the moment. Good, obviously, for constructor points here, but anything can still happen. We've got Ryan currently P2 in the front, all on his own. Jambo, who by, but the battle at the moment is for this final podium paying position between Nerf and Voids, as well as LGS and the Living Dead, who have recently made their pit stops. Firstly, towards the corner compared to other drivers taking his result could be better for him towards the end of his stint actually. Through the flat out left hand turn into this really difficult corner. Had a little look down the inside of Weekly Nerf. Man just sticks behind. He knows he's got the DRS. As they come down there towards the corner, just like sending me a message, he's
going to be happy
from his result tonight. Obviously, none of his fault. As Voids hits the back of Weekly Nerf, and as a result, cuts the last corner. Good traction. That might actually cost him down towards turn 1. Probably will. How are your checks going anyway, Chris?
Well, I didn't manage to do Dizzy Cupid. Unfortunately, he did lag up before
well,
I did that. But
so
I'm on driver number 5.
obviously, you know as to who I'm
meant to be
doing, and it's kind of been made a little easier for me. I know. I'm not going to. There's actually there's 2 good scraps going on further back. I'm sticking on with Voids and Weakliff at the moment, just simply because Voids is on the fresher, grippier tyres, but you seem to find a way past the very stubborn Mercedes. Weakly left. Well, that last time out, Malaysia, and he's on for a potential podium paying position. Before they both go for the tyres at the end. Into the penultimate corner, and boys, as you can see, closing in on back of Weakly. If he's stuck with all through this lap, DRS flap deployed, he's looking into the stream. Is he going to make the move down towards the final corner? I would personally just so the DRS gives Weakly a little bit of a nudge just to turn to give him the whole saying that Weakly boxes, so this is push on. Get one or two with the help of the DRS down the pit straight, and then potentially get an overcut on which 7th place, and Living Dead is way past Tom 65 Ferrari, so Living Dead has made up another position. Setting PBs, he's now into probably one of the quickest drivers out on track. He's come out ahead of Weakly. He's looking in a very strong position at the moment here, Chris.
He's only just made his first pit stop as well, so if he can last another 11 laps, or 9 laps now on these tyres, then one stop would surely have been quite a good strategy.
Just like Senna.
Does he keep it just then? Yeah, just like Senna, simply saying, absolutely wounded and furious. Well, I would be as well, dude, if I was in your position then. It's a real shame and a disappointment because you were looking really good there. Just sticking on board with that Living Dead for the time being, because he is leaning onto the back of P5, which is XRL LGS. Who's on the prime tyre, so LGS set for the end of this race, but the Living Dead is closing in on him quite considerably here as they come through the start of Sector 3 now. Again, a battle for what could be in position.
I think.
Well, touch wood, Jambo, who's now making his pit stop, who's just pitted now, should
touch wood
take in. Second place, Ryan also pits, and Voids is well, so Voids is looking to come out ahead of Weakly Nath. But I'm going to stick on one with the Living, who's got the DRS into the final corner on the decent traction was the Living down that final corner. And on the pit straight now. He's in the slipstream. Can he move down towards turn 1? He's closing in all the time. He's getting in. He's having a look. He's going to very late braking manoeuvre. Forces LGS to turn to the left. This could be a really good move from the Living Dead. That's him off into turn 2. Great. Yes, they're still. I'm going to be sad through turn 3, but the Living Dead just has to go back into the gearbox and the slipstream. Also, and LGS hangs on for now. But the Living Dead is looking really feisty at the moment. Turns 5 and 6, and LGS is actually on the wave here compared to Living Dead through that section. They're clearly the weakest, and obviously the turbulent end not really helping. And behind the Ferrari, Ryan has gone on to a brand new set of option tyres himself and has made his final pit stop. So this could turn to a 3-way battle very soon. Ryan looking very quick at the moment, closing in on the back of these two. Obviously on the fresh rubber, he will be set for the end of the race. It's a case of can pass them. Just going to stick on board through Ryan here as he doesn't.
Yes, indeed.
But is he going to stick behind him?
I think
he's going to stick him.
Great exit.
No, he's not. He's going for the move, but that protects LG.
Yes, the DRS.
Turn also the living dead.
Takes
The
up.
place for now, as I think that
Yes, that's
Conor Rice, who's got to the pits for his final pit stop. So this is now the battle for P2. The living dead has made that move where Ryan has now joined the back of this. And could the living lose 2 positions here? LG is on the move to the outside, and Ryan is going to have a look as well as was turn 1. LG
Living Dead has
the inside line. It's turn 2. LGS tries for the cutback.
the still.
Side by 2. I don't know who
Who do I go
on with here. This is
This is
fantastic, but Ryan's got the slipstream from LGS. The living dead has lost the place, but coming
Go on
towards
board
turn
with
4,
Ryan.
he's got the inside. Can he hold off Ryan? Ryan getting bad traction. There's still
side by
siding towards turn 5, but Ryan takes that position. He moves his way up 3.
It was always going to happen. Ryan also on a wheel along with
That's
OGS.
really
Wide there, and looking behind these two. Well, these 3, sorry. In P5, we have Weekly Nip.
Before it's on him just didn't get the
Overcut, but he's still Weekly Nip.
And this could turn out to be a battle for
P2 hits.
Jam.
Look at Jam.
That is ridiculous. It's the best.
That's nearly 20 seconds. That's right. Yeah.
Strategic uses
DRS, he's
unless he has a problem.
He got the move done.
There was a little bit of lag involved there, but LGS kind of looked the
Bus
really on the apex to slow Ryan down, and well, Ryan's going to be close enough for a move towards turn 1, and indeed he is, and it's an ambitious, and as a result runs
wide.
But Weekly Nathan points are closing in on these 3, and as I said, this is going to turn into a 5-way scrap for P2. Excuse me. And as LGS got poor traction out of turn 2, and Ryan looking around the outside and turn 4. He made this move stick. He's kept it. That's margin. That is very, very marginal. I was going to say that was a fantastic turn 4. Not quite sure as to if he kept that in the lines. It was very, very close, but Ryan has taken that P2 for now. LGS is trying to stick with him, but the prime tyres of LGS is not going to be in a good position. He's probably going to lose out to all of these people come the end of the race. Then again, I have been proven
before.
May not. Once again, I could be. The first time. 1994, Chris. Last week, yes, for those who tuned into us then. As LGS makes a big error coming towards the penultimate corner, and the dead and Weekly are all over the Weekly Nath. He's trying to get into the slip. Yes, I'm going to go on board with the living dead here as they're coming down towards the
penultimate corner.
And they all trying to make the move on LGS. Rubs the of LGS there, and Weekly Nath actually the living dead loses out to him, and LGS also loses out. The slipstream and the DRS does LGS going down towards turn 1. He's made the move for the time being. Can he get the car stopped into he's going on the outside? Weekly Nath has the better traction, and I think but he's got turn 2. And LGS is trying to make the cutback work, but the living dead is also on the back of this as is Void. And Ryan is trying to streak away, but Weekly he's going to have the inside in towards turn 4, and here comes the living dead. Pretty much a dive bomb there. Excuse me, doesn't gain anything out of it, and it's as you were with Weekly Nath in 3rd, LGS staying in 4th, living dead 5th, and LGS has lagged. He's still gone into the gravel.
There's a lot of
bumper carts going on now, so I don't know if it's just you seeing this, or sorry, if it's just
did you see a lot of
bumper
cart going on there? Voids had hit the living dead. Was trying
to avoid LGS as he came back onto the track after he'd gone into the gravel. LGS has suffered massive. Now down into Peace. Void is trying to make it on the living dead as a
little bit of
pushing and shoving there, was not quite sure, but Voids has made that move into what is now 4th place, and trying to catch up to the back of Weekly Nathan's Limited. I think his option tyres have pretty much had it, and here comes LGS in the inside, his final corner. These guys are absolutely everything, and they're still going on. And here comes Prime Time from his teammate. As the Living Dead is side by side with LGS, they're going 3 wide into turn 1. Oh my god.
What's gonna happen?
Flame Dragon very late on the brake, blocked off the move from LGS.
Living Dead
gets the cut into turn 1, and the Living Dead hangs on to that position. And he's taken some Flame Dragon moves up into P6, and LGS has lost yet another position. He's down into P7. I can't catch a breather. I should be paid to do this. Why should you be paid more to do this? I'm taught more.
I should be paid more to do this.
Because it's your job.
You may talk more, but I do.
I know how that's happened, okay? It's no change from last week. As I'm trying to stress my point out by shaking the entire thing. Yes, exactly. Stupid habits. Shall I search for playing the Terminator?
The stream's heard enough of that.
I wasn't going to.
No.
Yay!
Please go on Britain's Got Talent, do that. Get buzzed off.
LGS E7 is falling off the back, and we got a plenty battle going on here. Primes versus options, but the options of the Living Dead have clearly gone off, and the Flame Dragon is the one who's in the better position at the moment. He's got the DRS flap over his stream. He's going to be out there, going to come towards turn 1. Can he make the move stick? Living Dead shot on the Blakes even. As the
Mario Kart into turn to the Living Dead.
Retook that.
And
Parks the
burn too, but
all this is doing. Yes, back into the game. They're just losing time
to the guys
in front. It seems to be splitting up now as Living Dead go really defensive into turn 4 as Flame Dragon takes a little look on the outside. He gets much better traction. And he's going to have the inside in towards turn 5, side by side through turn 5. The two teammates as they're coming towards turn 6, but the Living Dead just hangs on. He just hangs on, and LGS is now all over the back of these two. This is just absolutely crazy. As if it wasn't before. And LGS makes a fantastic from LGS. Much
better traction.
Going through turn 8. And Flame Dragon seeds that place. My god. Can we get to people's messages? Tronus, what's happened? Just got
back off the
stream missing. Well, you've missed a 5-way battle between, well, the 3 people we're watching at the moment, and then as well as Weekly Nathan Voids, who were ahead of these guys. But we're still on with this 3-way battle for what is P5. To give us great entertainment on this last stint of the race. It's Flame Dragon trying to close on the back of LGS, who is catching up to the back of the Living Dead. So the LGS in a Red Bull sandwich here, but Flame Dragon gets
the Living Dead now. DRS flop
wide open, slipstreaming on the back of the Living Dead. As they're coming down towards turn 1, we've got 3 more laps to go here, viewers. As once again forcing LGS to go wide. At 1, LGS tries to get
turn 2 has much better traction
than the Living Dead. Living Dead's tapped on, and he's taking that place. Great from yesterday. He's got positions he's lost. He's back into 5th. The Red Bulls are side by side into turn 4. Is that Flame Dragon? Flame Dragon trying to make a double overtake there.
He's got ahead of his
teammate, but he just has to stay behind LG for the time being. But these guys are still going at it.
Tell you what, it's not over for second place yet. Weekly Nath has pulled away from Boyd, and crucially,
it could be. I mean, well, Jambo's coming round the corner now. 27th of 28 laps, and Ryan in P2 is not even quiet.
He's just straight away.
He's had the clean air. He's not been any battles, and he's just gone clear. But back to this battle, and you can see the
Living Dead
he's just losing time as
the laps
go by. So I think he's kind of set for 7th place now. So the battle is between the Flame Dragon and LGS for this 5th place. Flame Dragon DRS. He's got into the final corner. He's got the car. That was fantastic from Flame Dragon there. Clean as you like.
But the
problem he's got now is that the slipstream and the DRS
towards
turn 1.
Excuse me once
again. He's gone for the dummy move and he's gone to the inside line. Trying to have Flame Dragon clean on Flame Dragon, trying to go around outside. He's going to look back in turn 2 to get better traction.
Towards turn 4.
LGS just hangs on for the time. And actually,
somehow LGS has got
better traction compared to Flame Dragon here.
For
this current does. 5 and 6, and the wheels are of LGS clearly getting much better grip and speed that you can take compared to Dragon, but sticking with him. I think his slightly fresher prime tyres are
what's keeping him
in this. As I mentioned, Living Dead has just completely fallen off, and he could be under threat from the driver in 8th place, which I'm not quite sure who it is, but they could take advantage of it as we're still keeping on bottom Dragon here.
The driver in 8th place is Connor.
He did score last time out, I think, in Melbourne. Again, as Jambo has already started his final lap, as Ryan is just coming through the last corner now, and as you mentioned, they're closing in and he's pulling forward. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Flame Dragon is not using his DRS. Really a wise move. He's gone for the slightly wider to get better traction and get the.
Oh, Flame Dragon's had lag.
Flame Dragon's had lag. Cost him to LGS. Oh, that's the
last thing
that he needed. He had it
also perfectly taken with LGS, and he gets
about a second lag at the worst possible moment. It's the case. He did get the DRS, so he still clocked up over 205 miles an hour. But that didn't help him on trying to. He was going to move into turn 1, but obviously now he's going to have to wait until the end of the lap and probably do it into the last corner. Well, Jambo has only got one more corner to go as he's already coming down the back straight, and I'm on board with the Living Dead, and he's got so much understeer and his tyres are complete on, and Connor Eyes is just going to go around the outside and say thank you very much. I will take P7, and indeed he does. So Connor Eyes up into P7 as the Living Dead is sliding through.
And he's also going to be under threat from P9, but for 2 weeks in a row, Jambo has won GP2. It's 2-0 to me in the Millie Challenge between me and Bobbers. And you know what? If we're doing F5, it could
it's a fantastic result for Joe.
He does
take his second win in 2 races. Ryan is coming around the final corner already. He does have that penalty though, bear in mind, but we will get him in and ask him what it's about. But Ryan takes P2 for now. P3 is I forgot his P3. It's P3. Flame Dragon is still all over the back of LGS.
He's got the
DRS. Will he get the run into the line? I think LGS is just going to hang on, and indeed he does. LGS takes 5th. Flame Dragon 6th. Boss finished 4th. Yeah, Connor Eyes is going to finish 7th, and the Living Dead. Can he hang on to the 8th place even from the second Ferrari of Tom's farm? It's not going to let me have a look at it, unfortunately, but I think Tom's made the move. Am I right? Then Tom has made the move, even though he's got that penalty. Yeah, because of Tom's got that penalty. That's why.
And Living Dead's going back.
DJ,
so Chrissy,
if you'd be so kind as to get the top 3, well, I would say get Jambo weekly.
Well,
no, because Ryan did cross the line second, didn't he? But a 10-second penalty for whatever reason. It's so we can ask him what that was all about. But wait for the
top 3 to
come in. Obviously, Jambo has already joined us. We'll wait for Weekly Nathan
for Ryan
to get themselves in as well. That was a fantastic
watch.
I mean, as I said, apologies for the random disconnect. Obviously, we lost the host, and we also lost a few other drivers, probably a result of it. But there we
go.
Right.
Everybody in now.
or Chris, have you got more people? No, you weren't to have got Ryan in, would you?
I haven't got more people in, I've only got the right people.
Well, I'm going to get Ryan in because he did cross the line second. I want to ask him what his penalty could have been about. But anyways, Jambo
pulled like very tricky intermediate
tyre condition,
and
it just seemed to be pretty simple for you.
Actually,
I don't think you lost the lead at points, and it was you were cruising.
Yeah, I wasn't really pushing that hard, I was just cruising around, but I got into a rhythm where I wasn't pushing, but I was going pretty fast at the same time.
maybe at one point you might
have been under threat, and for the first stint actually, from I think it was the Williams Senna. You know, he seemed with you, but obviously his
disconnection
had changed that, and then from that point, as you said, it looked easy, and well, you just dominated the field today. Consistency seemed to be the key, and
as I said,
pulled it well. 2 races out of 2.
Yeah, and a couple of bright people that I thought were my main rivals.
Yeah, well, the perfect state you could have asked for, so congratulations to you, champ.
Ryan
Obviously,
line second, but that 10-second
penalty did demote you to 4th, but well, I just want. Well, firstly, I'll ask, how did your race go in your opinion?
It went well. First lap on the first turn, it was I think it was a hitbox thing where.
Oh right.
Okay.
Okay.
Dragon, but I think
Yeah, because we did. Chris did notice that it was Flame Dragon that had on. Obviously, we will look into that. But now going back to your own race itself, obviously you had a grip, you had a good battle
towards the end
with the likes of the Living
Dead and
GS, and obviously
just seemed to
cut it out for you to
get that second
place after starting in what seemed to be like a very disappointing 11th.
Yeah, in quali that was annoying because on my second lap, on my new tyres, I pressed the Xbox home button, and on my final lap I had a 5-second lag space. And in the race,
well,
yeah,
congratulations to you on taking advantage of it. Obviously, we will look into it
after
the stewards report, and
we'll see how
it goes for you. But for now, congratulations on your second place. We'll move on to you, weekly. P5 on the grid. What was really tight? The grid,
you know,
quarter of a second separating the top 6 drivers, and I actually thought at one point you would pull this.
That was going
to be it, but.
You know,
it was so close and people were just improving. I mean, 5th on the grid, finishing
3rd.
Good result?
Not really.
I think Chris did. I think Chris did notice that, and he did mention it. So obviously that has affected you a little bit. Probably bad second place.
I'll give him Ryan a good run
for his money towards end of the stints, but still 15 points. It's a solid result, and it bodes well for both yourself and Jambo in the constructors. No, very well done. Voids, I'll quickly move on to you because obviously you were promoted to that
as a result of Ryan's penalty.
Obviously, we will sort it out come the stewards report, but you know it was your debut race.
Finishing crossing
line 4th is not a bad start.
I kind of got lucky in the race. It was more to do with me starting on the primes and taking them further, so I could.
Well, they clearly showed that way. I mean, you had a good battle with Weekly Nair through the middle of the race and towards the end. I think just like he seemed to have the legs on you just coming to the end.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening with the position because apparently
No,
Nate's
that's
a
okay.
20-second penalty.
Obviously, we'll have to look back at the reports and obviously from in this race. But obviously, congratulations to you guys and well done again to Jambo taking his second victory in 2 races.
Well, I
Don't know if GP was streamed and what the results
were, but if
If anyone wants to let me know, yeah, get in touch. Tomorrow night, have the
F4 guy going around Malaysia,
and then now you will have the double header
header of 5 and
T6 before we return once again.
weekend fully
F1 division going for round 3 at Bahrain, where fingers
we can stop
Siaru on winning streak, and
I
we'll
will just try and
stop that. But